Hello Year 5, welcome back. 3.2, second part. This is about making our data shine and making the data look so easy to read that we can immediately tell what's going on. So normally what we would do is we would go into formatting and then we'd go and explore straight away. But there's something a little bit different with what you have to tell the computer or tell the spreadsheet to actually look out for. Before we just hit the explore button and gone, yeah, that'll be fine, that'll do. But that was with bar charts. That's easy because we can just do counting. With this one, we wanted to make it look so that we can read how much money we're actually taking in. What's our actual profit? First job is we've got to go and format our cells. So let's go and make it look like it's a proper spreadsheet. Go and find the highlight. So we can go and hold down Shift and click at the bottom like that. In here, I'm going to go to my format. I'm going to go to my number, and then I'm going to go to US dollar. On an iPad, you will have the same thing. Money spent by all visitors. Hold down Shift, click at the end. This time, though, let's do the shortcut that we learned before. Control Y, or you've got a redo button at the top, like so. You can see that our profit has automatically changed as well. That's one less job for us to do. Running costs, hold down Shift, click at the end, Control Y, redo. Done. Now, let's go and make it look good so it's easy to read. At the moment, it's a big old jumble. So if I go and zoom in to 200% now, you can see that this is just a bunch of numbers and we can't read it very well at all. So if we go down to our Explore button, which is underneath me, you've seen that before. In here, you can see that I've got some lovely colors and I like the teal. I like the teal effect because it's easy to read. It's got a nice sort of feel about it. And it's also a pleasant color, and it's also got a nice contrast to it. So that we can see this, and I've moved my camera out of the way. Inside here, we don't want to start exploring everything in here. So what I'm going to do is just exit that for a second. And what I need to do is go and highlight by clicking and holding down Shift. And going into here without my total profit for the whole month. I don't need that whole thing there because it will change the way that our profit will be shown. So if I go back into my Explore button, inside you can start to see that my data looks a little bit different. I need to zoom out again in a second because when I drag the chart in, I can choose a chart. I'm going to go and choose a pretty boring one. Grab that one. I've got to go and zoom out. Maybe if I just pause for a second, Year 5, I can go and zoom out and make it look okay. And we're back, Year 5. So I'm going to go and grab this. Now I've got space to go and move this in. And add my chart. There we go. That's more like it. My computer's been a bit slow. I'm going to go and bring this under into the middle, there like so. You can start to see at a glance what this is. Go and change your title. It says here, money spent by one visitor, money spent by all visitors. So this is actually what my profit and loss is over 1 month. So profit and loss in the first month. Inside here, Year 5, my computer's been very slow. And loss in the first month. Like so. Done. On that bar on the side, in the Explore button, ask about this data. You can ask about a histogram of the data and see what that does. You can go and see when your highest number of visitors actually were. This is actually the amount of money. You can see where are your lowest. Where is your lowest takings? What part of the month was your lowest takings? What could have caused that? And it says median of the day. I wonder what the median is. What was the most? What was the lowest? I wonder if anybody is a mathematical genius here. They could work out what the average was. What is the average? What does average mean? So, you've got some questions there to start thinking about. How much money did you take? Why did you take that much money? What was the most amount of money that you took? What was the least? What was the lowest number? And what would be the average for that month? Because that might tell you something about the rest of the year. I wonder what that would be. As always, Year 5,